as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. To the air right away is Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Hey, check it. 53 Linda! Ozzy! Ozzy!
Brady gonna throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
72. Regular.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
72. Sugar.
Brady now on first down. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Full 50. Alert. Sugar.
Again, it's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Alpha. Let's go on. No, 66. Second.
Here's Brady to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Shadow. Check it. Reload. Rip. Hey, Alabama. Check it.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Hey, 66. Gold bandit.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They started on the ground with Eckler. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
Hey, set! 53, Linda! Ozzy! Ozzy! Pack it! Trip!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Beasley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
19 Tigers.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Hey,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Brady. It's complete to Fuller. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Alabama.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
72.
Now Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Hey, ball 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got Fuller. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Fuller, 53 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brady passes forward on the jet sweep. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 24, Brady. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Go Bandit! 72.
Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit the wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went to that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. It's Eckler again. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion right is Austin. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Herbert off of play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, listen, we know that kickers are not infallible. Every one of us knows that, but still, down by 3 in the 3rd quarter, this is definitely a makeable distance, but he doesn't hit it quite right, and it remains a 3-point game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Hey, on 2nd and 12, Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Herbert. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll send Austin in motion right. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Desperation time, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, and they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Regular.
Brady going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Brady. Left side, got Jones. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Once more, here's Eckler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there. That wasn't enough to get him the completion.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Wait, that.
Foster on 2nd down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Brady. Complete to Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Wait, that.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Alert!
They'll go again with Foster. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, a quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last throw here for Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end.